Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Digital. Today we are covering the Blitz update. I know it's a bit late. It's been actually like 2 weeks since the Blitz update, but I've just been super busy. But I still wanted to let you guys know what all has changed in this new Blitz update. There's some nerfs, there's some buffs, there's some balances, whatever. But I personally enjoy it. But anyways, the purpose of this video is because Hypixel and the Elite team did release a Google Docs thing that told you guys all the differences and all the changes and everything. However, in my eyes, it's kind of hard to visualize those changes, you know, sometimes. And I thought it'd just be a lot more helpful if you got to see them actually, like, in-game items and everything. So that's that. There's some things I didn't go over, like Baker, for instance. That didn't really have many changes. All it did was change the potion thing, so it's not really gonna make a difference whether you see it in game or on a Google Doc, for example. Same with Red Dragon. It just removed the cooked fish, so I'm not gonna be doing those. But the rest of them, there's a couple more that I didn't do that are not important, but I did do all the important ones. And then in the corner of the video, it should say what the kit is that I'm doing and whether I think it is a general nerf or a buff. So yeah, and then there's one last thing I want to say is that I did cover the Pigman and Hunter at the end. So that's that, if you want to go check that out. And then right now on the screen there should be a whole directory of what kits are at what time. So if you want to just click on it, skip ahead to that video, like let's say, oh well, I have armor. I am personally a firm believer of armor. So you just want to go over, click armor, unless you want to watch the entire video. Alright guys, peace. So we start off with armor. And there's no changes from level 1 through 4. So let's start out with level 5. You've got fire protection on the pants, and you've got protection 1 added, and you have prot 1 added to the tunic. And so yeah, one thing I want to say about this kit is that when it changes, the kits before like level 9 and 10 where it gets really high, they actually get okay. Like earlier, the boots and helmet were almost useless, and now they're not useless. Now they're actually useful, and you know, maybe they remove the thorns. Perhaps, you know, that's something that is maybe nerfed. However, I think in general it was definitely a buff, especially the earlier kits, and now it is. I think it's more even, and there's more of a reason to level it up, and not necessarily level it up to like 9 or 10, but like maybe 7, which is a little more reasonable. Next is Meat Master, where there's changes throughout the entire kit. First of all, one thing that's changed is pigs now have cows. They're not like, yeah, you get it. And the weapon is nerfed at the beginning. However, overall it gets a better weapon and the higher levels. And I think, you know, the armor did get a, like in the kit itself, it got a nerf. However, if you get more armor with just in general, then I think it's better. One thing I also want to say is, since there's cows and there's looting on the sword, what you can do is kill the cows for leather and make yourself the leather armor that you didn't get. And you can see that, you know, there's not as good of armor. Like you get protection on the iron boots and diamond helmet, which it wasn't there before, and that is going to be useful if you were to kill your cows and make leather armor. Stop complaining about Night 8. It's finally changed. Level 4 gets a little bit of a change. No chicken. No chicken. No chicken. No chicken. There's just no chicken from level 4 through 7, and I don't know if level 1 through 3 got chicken earlier, but anyways, here it is. Night 8 change. They switched it around. So like from night 7 to night 8, it got an added gold chestplate because it got gold leggings earlier. Now it gets leather leggings, but it gets the gold chestplate, and then it gets unbreaking like it does in level 7. Level 9, slight change, not really. It just gets golden carrot instead of the chicken, and then at level 10, same thing, golden carrots. And then, yeah, so that's it. Wait. No, it gets Prot 2 on the boots. It only had 3 changes at level 9, level 8, 9, and 10. But we're still going to take a look at it. I think it got a lot better. Ignore this. I think it got better, in my opinion. However, your opinion can change. So you can see here, it got from leather pants to gold, which is one change. It doesn't really necessarily fit fisherman, but it's still an upgrade. And then, yeah, so you can see it pretty much gets a level 10 at level 9 now, even though the fishing rod is still sharpness 3. And then you get iron boots, and yeah, so I think in general it got a little bit of a buff, but you know, there you go. Here's the big thing, the kit that's been changing in everyone's head. Yep, so all the pickaxes get changed to not sharpness axes, so it does get a slight buff at the beginning, but then overall, oh my god, it just gets wrecked. You know, it's definitely a nerf. However, there's just, yeah, so all the weapons have sharpness in on the pickaxes, and you can see that you know, at level 7 it gets the iron pickaxe, and it's only an iron axe. Look, plus 5 attack damage on the iron axe, and this is plus 5.25, so it is a slight buff on the weapon, or nerf on the weapons, but then it also has less armor, and I think overall they did a good job, you know, changing it and giving it a little bit more fair, because look, you get unbreaking 1, and there you go. So it's kind of more like the old Spiely. Anyways, with Archer, there's only one change, and that's with level 8. Pretty much, it's just Prot 2 helmet goes to Prot 1. In the nerf, it got changed only in level 9 and 10. It got a stone sword at 9, good, but they removed the chain leggings, and then at level 10, they removed another potion, and, you know, I think one potion removed does not, you know, it doesn't balance out with just iron boots. One of the biggest changes in this update, nothing at level 1, however, now it actually gets a weapon, and it gets these ocelots. Don't really know what they're good for, however, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so you can see the Eye of Ender, it gets that with sharpness throughout the kit, and I think there's a couple other changes that I can't quite recall. There's fire charges, which were still in there. I don't know. It just, the main thing is the Eye of Ender, which gets, I think, sharpness 4 or something. I don't know. Sharpness 4 or 5. Oh, it gets sharpness 5 in the end. And then at level 10, it gets Witch Egg invisibility, which I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing as what it was earlier. So it just gets a Witch Egg at the end, and an Eye of Ender, which is actually a weapon. So there you go. Earlier, level 5 got a, you know, everyone knows it has an iron chest plate, which now gets moved to level 7. Oh, forgot to show you blast protection. So, I mean, I guess it's fair. Now there's not as many level 5 iron chest plate people running around. I definitely have seen a change in the gameplay. And I think it's a good change. It also gets a little more armor now. Gets the leather pants, which I think they do make a difference. Anyways, I think it's a pretty good change. Blaze is one of my favorite buffs, and gladly I have one of the buffed kits. So now, instead of a wood sword fire aspect, it also gets a stone sword, and now it also gets the boots. So this is what I have, and I really enjoy it. Nothing changes from the buff in at level 7, except now it gets a stone sword, but none of the armor or anything changes. Now from here, it gets just more uses on the fire aspect sword, because it was like, I don't know, it was like 3 uses or something, and now it's like 5, something like that. I don't know, you have to go check the description for that. And then there's more uses on the diamond axe as well. If you're a wolf user, I apologize for this, but pretty much it just gets the wolf eggs removed. I'm not gonna show you guys what I had before. I'm just gonna show you what it is after. So it just, yeah, this is the amount of wolf eggs it gets throughout the thing. So now, earlier, I think there's like 3 wolf eggs at what, like 4? Yeah, it got 3 wolf eggs at 4, and now it takes to like level 7 to get 3. So that is a change. That's the only change, the amount of wolf eggs there were in each kit. But yeah, the protection still stays the same and all that stuff. I really wish I had slime now. Look, it gets so much better. Not at level 1. There's no change at level 1, but just overall it gets a lot better. Like maybe at the beginning, you know, the knockback gets nerfed. However, I think overall it gets way better. Especially in the higher levels. Like not necessarily in the beginning. I think in the beginning it definitely got a nerf, but then in the later stages of the kit it got a buff, in my opinion. You can see the slowness got nerfed. However, you can see it got a little more armor, I think. Yep, it got a little more armor, and then it gets an iron sword, I believe. So that is good. Yep, got an iron sword with knockback, and I got a little more armor. So there you go. Not as many potions, but still, in my opinion, it got better. Not many changes in Toxicologist, except the poison was changed from 8 seconds to 6 seconds up until level 8, and then regen 2 at level 4 was from 8 seconds to regen 6. So I didn't really put anything in there. However, level 8 and level 9 and level 10 all got changed in terms of armor and stuff. So and now I got a stone axe. Yay. Whatever. So yeah. And then it got a little bit less armor. So earlier got a gold chest plate. Now it gets a leather one. And then it did get an iron chest plate. Now it just gets a gold. If you're an arachnologist user, I say congratulations, because it got a buff. Stone axe, now stone sword, level 9. I don't think it just got gold leggings, and then at level 10 it got an iron sword, unbreaking 1, and then these switched around. So earlier in pre Blitz update, this was chain, this was leather. I think it makes up for it with the unbreaking iron sword, but you know, it's your opinion. Remember when horse had like sharpness 1, axe tamer, all of that? Well, if you had like a level 9 or level 10 from that, congratulations, your horse is now a little bit better. So here it is. This is what it was before. I know I got the armor a little bit off color, but oh well. So now it gets diamond boots, and the diamond boots now have prot 2. Didn't like snow? Oh well, it gets worse. Now it gets prot 1 on the iron helmet, and it gets prot 2. Yeah, prot 2. But that's it. No snowman changes or anything like that. Just the protection on the helmet. Don't worry, I didn't leave out Hunter and Pigman. I just saved them for the end. So obviously there's no changes. It's just addition. So I'm just gonna show off what it gets. Hunter, unbreaking 1 bow, 3 arrows, and throughout the beginning it just gets more arrows. Gets a weapon at level 3, and then it just gets armor. Yeah, so that's the only change. It gets more arrows and armor, and then it gets at level 6. Yep, 6. It gets a wooden sword, and then at level 7 it gets just more arrows, I guess. Then at level 8, oh bam, stone sword and speed 3 potion. And this is like the ideal hunter. It gets the weapon, it gets the bow, and it gets the speed potion. Scout, I guess you could say knight, not really, and then archer. I don't really know what kit you would take the sword from, but oh well. At level 9, second speed potion, leather chest plate changes to a chain chest plate, and it gets power on the bow. And then finally at level 10, nothing really changes. It just gets more arrows, and I think it gets a third speed potion. That's it. Alright, finally we have Pigman. One thing I would like to say is that the Pigman gets stronger as you go on. So if you're like, oh, what the heck, it doesn't get like any better, it just gets maybe like a leather piece of armor or something. Well, the Pigman gets more armor and a better weapon throughout the thing. So, you know, that's one thing to notice. I can't really do any changes. So at level 8, it gets a gold helmet and a stone sword rather than a gold sword. And it's easy to take out mobs. It doesn't have sharpness, it just has smite and bane of anthropods throughout the kit. And then at level 9, it gets, I think, it's just the pigment that gets stronger. And then it gets a diamond helmet at level 10 and an iron sword. And there you go. So guys, if you guys enjoyed this update, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy this update. And one last thing, if you guys are unclear on anything, you can always rewatch the video, or there will be a link in the description that links you to the original update. It was like a Google Docs post, so that's pretty much what I went off of. Anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, see you guys next time. Peace.